Hey, Miss Rush. Hello.
Hey,
Okay, we're about to get started in about 3 more minutes. May want to start setting your screens up. Hello, Tamia.
What you say, Mr. Tyler?
All I said was hello, and I think Amir just said something too. Hold on.
Oh, hey.
Logging me out all day.
she be so guilty. Don't think she's so defensive and guilty.
Mr. Rush, don't do that. Don't do that.
All right, so 3 more minutes. I'm just trying to give other people time to get in here.
All right, I won't do that. Just don't be over there looking like baby Jesus, all wrapped up like you baby Jesus.
Let's see here. Attendance. So let's see who's here. It's me and Amira. All right. So Lee Carter's absent. Castro's absent. Leah Cathy absent. David Concepcion absent. Roman Davis absent. Sharon Franklin is absent. Amir Jones is present. Dominic Garcia is absent. Tamia Love is present. Ariana Richardson absent. Ms. Vasquez, Daniela absent. Stevenson absent. Terry is absent, and Weber is absent. All right, I stand corrected. Welcome to class, Miss Franklin. As policy, we have to keep our cameras on the entire time unless you have a logo like Miss Jones. CPS policy, not mine. Who's coming to class now? Mr. Garcia, welcome to class.
How you doing, sir?
Doing fine.
All right, it's good to join.
All right, so we're about to get started. All right, so if you are on the computer, we usually size the screens. If you're on the phone, you have to stay logged in and try to download the Google Docs app to your phone so you can keep up with today's assignment. All right, I think everybody else is absent. All right, we're ready. So what we're gonna go through is our norms real quick, and I'm gonna go down the list. Google Meet has a setup so you guys are in alphabetical order by name, first name. So let's get this started. Um, where's our norms at? Let's put this on the screen here. Okay, and here we go. All right, so starting at the top of the list, that'd be Miss Jones. Are you able to read number one? This is for participation, everyone. So are you able to read at least? Let's take a look here. So the chat is on. She's not able to read. I see. All right. So I'll read number one. No one has the right to hurt another person. Next on the list would be Mr. Garcia. Can you read number two?
Yeah. Education and classroom. I can't really spell them. Scarred. Scarred.
Our sacred. Thank you. Franklin, number three.
We would never behave in a way that would discredit ourselves, our school, or our family.
Thank you. Tamia, can you read 4 and 5?
Yeah. At Excel Academy of Southwest, student is always a lady or a gentleman. We take pride in Excel Academy of Southwest.
Thank you, Tamia. All right. So
Naya,
now the academic norms, right? So the first one on the list, let's see if Amir is ready. Amir, are you still there? All right. So we'll go down. We respect opinions of others. Mr. Garcia, can you read number 2?
Yeah. Hold on, I'm trying to charge my phone before it dies. Mm. Mm. You said number 2, right? We
Yes, sir.
respect the culture of the classroom.
Thank you.
No problem.
Miss Franklin, can you read number 3?
We are attentive and participate.
Okay, and I'll read number 4. Okay, we'll just try to make it work, Amir. I'll read number 4. We have high expectations of ourselves, our peers, and our teachers. Tina, can you read number 5, please?
we are here to focus on preparing ourselves for post-secondary endeavors.
Thank you. Okay, so let's get into today's assignment. Again, you should be logged into your Google Docs. We're going to set up a document like before with our header and everything else we need. Who is Little Man?
That's a Lamari.
Romar? Mari? Oh, I can
Lamari.
see that. Right. Who is that?
I don't know.
Oh, this Mario. I probably gotta change my Gmail.
Yeah, change your name, dude. Okay.
Boo boo.
All right. So let's get through today's assignment. In ESV, you should be logged into ESV, everybody. You can see where is it at? You can see today's assignment, right? So what we got to do.
I'll be right back.
Okay. So that's Stevenson when I see him pop up on the roster. All right. So
I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay, you're gonna miss some steps.
I'll stay for the steps. I'll stay for the steps. I don't want to miss nothing. I look, you got to catch up.
Well, right. So do you got Google Docs on your phone?
Yes, I do, but I have to. I'm gonna log on my computer because I don't wanna. Cause if I have to log on here, it's not gonna let me see y'all. My camera's gonna
Yeah. So take a moment and do that because it's easier on the computer.
Now it's already logged in. All I gotta do is turn the computer on.
Cool. All right. So we're gonna go to Google Docs and we're gonna open it up. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna make sure we open a blank document. And we're going to talk about the assignment. So some things we need, right? We need to first name our document so we can find it. There is about 5 points to get this part right. A lot of students are doing it wrong. So you're going to type do now. That's all you type here.
Hey, Mr. Tyler.
Yes, Miss Love.
I'm doing it on my phone. So I'm doing Google Docs on my phone.
Okay. All right. Well, I hope you can keep up. All right. So
I can. That's why I'm doing it on my phone.
okay. All right. We'll see. Next thing is your header, right? So Mike Tyler, that's my name, but you're going to put your name there, right? And just showing you how to set it up. And then the 16th of November, 2020. Period that we're in is the third period today. And you guys are intro to engineering with robotics students, okay? We come down here, the next thing is a title. For 15 points, I'm gonna turn on the chat in one moment. Who can tell me what the title?
So I start a blank file?
I'm sorry?
I start a blank file?
Yes, you start a blank file, yep.
All right.
So who knows what
Mr. Tyler.
Yes, Jason.
Mr. Tyler.
I heard gravity escape system, Franklin.
Me?
Yes.
Okay.
Can I ask what we gonna name the document?
We're naming the document up here. Can you see my screen? It's due now, the 16th, 2020.
That's all I put. It says untitled document. I just put.
You're right, Dorothy, and that's why I said when my phone was when they.
Oh, Stevenson, mute yourself, sir. Okay. And welcome to class, Ms.
Mr.
Richardson.
Tyler, I'm late. I was talking to another teacher.
Okay, we'll try to catch up with us. We already started our assignment a little bit. Trying to make sure I mark off who else is here. Stevenson was here. because I can see their names. Okay, so did it get Richardson? Yes, it didn't get Stevenson. There we go. Okay, all right, let's pick up where we left off. The document title. I'm gonna blow this up, guys, so you guys see exactly what you should have in Google Docs, right? So those computer people, you have two screens so you can follow EDSB and what you should be putting in your Google Doc. Let me zoom in so you can see what I've done so far. And basically, next was what I think Ms. Franklin said, gravity escape system. Right. You're wondering where she got that from. She got the 15 points because she just looked in EDSB. And there it is, gravity escape system, sorry. And you know also what the the classroom term of the day is. And it's in the brackets, theta. So that's a definition you got to look up to get the exit slip points. So exit slip is always, at every day, two things. So that is the class.
Exactly how your screen looks right now with that. Do I put it on my screen?
Yes, you got to set it up the same way.
All right.
Okay. And we said that was theta from what's said in EDSB, right? And the term, the word of the day. Well, if you were in GGI and Townhouse, they said it's renounce. Okay. So what you need here, and let's skip this part, is not just this. You need to give me the definitions with this setup. So what's the definition of theta? And also, what is the definition of renounce? Okay. Just highlight all this. Because the next thing is we put our question in, and then we start our steps to solve the question.
I'm saying though, Mr. Tyler, you going too fast.
So what? How am I going too fast? I haven't even done the problem yet.
Cause I'm trying to do something else and you just talking.
What you doing though? Are you paying attention to what I'm doing?
You on my business, Mr. Tyler.
I hear you, but I can't slow down because you're not focusing on what I'm doing. There's a lot going on here too. So the next thing is the question, everybody. Okay, so I'm gonna highlight the question, make it a little bigger. And I got this question straight from EDSB. But next I'm gonna have a student read a bit of what I'm putting in the chat for, let's see how many points I can give out with this.
Can I read it?
Can I read?
Well, wait, wasn't time? Where's that?
You need to let me read, Mr. Tyler.
I need to let you read. Okay, let me get this in the chat and see how much you can read. All right. And I think it was Franklin that said it before you.
I don't even count on.
Okay, please.
Hello, all future electronic engineers. Asynchronous problems need to be completed and ready to present tomorrow in class. Asynchronous problems have to be completed as homework and will be checked tomorrow in class as well. You want me to read the question too?
Yes, ma'am.
In a gravity system, an enclosed flight boat on a large ship is deployed by letting it slide down a ramp and then continue in free fall to the water below. Suppose a 4,966 kilogram lifeboat slides distance of 8.2 meters on a ramp that makes an angle of 59 degrees with the virtual. How much vertical? How much work does gravity do on the boat?
Great job. That is 35 points. To me, did you want to read the second part for 25 or no?
No.
Okay. So can I get let's see here.
Here, volunteer. Let me get it.
Okay, Garcia. Can you see it?
No, I can't though. Wait, what is it?
It's 2A in the chat.
Hold on. Man, I don't even know how to get the chat from here.
You gotta be in your Google Meet. That's why you gotta hurry up and get on that computer.
I'm already on. Damn, bro.
So what about Mr. Stevenson?
Hey, can somebody type something in the chat? I could do it from my phone. Okay. Pop up and let somebody text something. All right, look, there you go. Okay. All right. In the gravity system and enclosed lifeboat.
He got it, Stevenson. He got it. Go ahead.
On a lifeboat. And wait, hold on. Let me start it over. In a gravity system, an enclosed lifeboat on a large ship is deployed by letting it slide down a ramp and then continue in free fall to the water below. Suppose a 767 kilogram lifeboat slides this distance of 6.7 meters on a ramp. That makes an angle of 84.5 degrees with the vertical. How much work does gravity do on the lifeboat? Wait, on the boat. Stay safe out there and win
Zen.
love.
Zen. It means peace, sir. All right. So great job. That's the 25, Garcia. Now we're gonna get our document set up. So what you want to do is copy these two questions, the 1S and the 2A, right? So if you see my screen, I have the 2A not there yet. I'll put it in there. And that's what you should put in yours. If you have it on a computer, you can just copy the question straight over. Okay, so now the document is pretty much set up. So now we can get started with our steps and our strategies. Okay, so let's go through this. We know from last week, and this is a review problem, that work is equal to.
Do we gotta write the question?
Yes, you got to put the question in there, dear.
Hey, I'm gonna exit from my phone and I'm gonna just join the Google Meet from my computer so I can just copy and paste it because it's gonna be
Sure.
too much trying to
I
write it
know.
down.
I know. You're right. Come on back.
I'm joining now.
Okay. So work is equal to force multiplied by the distance, right? And this is without an angle in there. We talked about this on Monday. So this is work without a force. I mean, without an angle, I'm sorry. So let's put that in the center. So this is the work equation without an angle. That angle is called theta. What we're talking about, right? And it's also a word you have to look up. So I'm going to go format, insert, and to get theta, I'm going to go special characters. And make sure you change arrows to math. So grab theta and just click on it once and it'll insert it for you. And that's what theta looks like. It's not a zero. It's actually a mathematical symbol, which represents the angle. Okay. All right. So that's without an angle. And it's measured, by joules for work. So let's come over here. So work is measured in joules, which is equal to force, which is measured in newtons. And that's multiplied by a distance, which is measured. Distance is measured in meters. So space this out some so you can see it all. All right. Looks better. Okay, so let's keep going, or as Borders would say, or anybody else, let's keep it moving, right? That's for the work without an angle. Now, what about with an angle? And if you look at the problem, we have degrees in the problem. That's an angle. Come down here, because you need one more calculation to make this work. This is with an angle. So what does that look like? Well, it's going to be the work equation, but you have to use a trig function called cosine. Welcome to class, Mr. Concepcion. Take a moment to put him in class, but this is multiplied by cosine, and inside of the cosine is theta. Grab it from here, and that's how you use the angle. So it's a trigonometric function. You don't have to worry about using no more than cosine, sine, and maybe tangent in the future. Okay, so what is that measured in? Well, it's simple. Here, for the sake of this problem, and there are mathematical representations to it in between. So let's not forget that we're going to use mathematically from the past, work is equal to force. So it's force times distance. That's how you would say that mathematically. Now, how would you say this mathematically?
Can you go back up?
Go back up where? Hello, go back up where? Can you hear me? Yeah, you gotta be specific. You just stop talking. So just wanted you guys to see the mathematical representation. Now she said go back up. Let me go back up to what? Okay, she just got quiet. I'll give you guys a minute to catch.
Yeah. You can stay right here for a second.
Oh, okay. So give you guys a minute to catch up. Let's put 2 minutes on the clock, and I'm gonna take attendance again real quick. So she said, never mind, bro. Okay. So 2 minutes. Let me know you gotta scroll up or scroll down so you can get caught up on your notes. You're gonna need those to do the problem. We got a couple more steps to go. Okay, I got Richardson listed. Yeah. So, what'd she say? Bro, oh my God. Oh, all right. Her microphone works. Uh-oh. Hope everything's okay. All right, so in a minute we're gonna continue on. Should have just as much in notes because we're about to do our known and unknowns. There's a few other things that we got put with these notes, but we're ready to start our known and unknowns at least. All right. So let's see here.
Can you put that in the chat? Because I can't type all that.
Okay. So when I get finished typing it, I can do that. Let me finish this part up, and then I'll put it in the chat. All right. So hold on. Let me stop this. Okay. So what am I missing here? Well, the only thing I'm missing is what it's measured in, and it's kind of obvious, right? It's going to be this here, because this is still joules, this is still newtons, everything that's here. But what changes is you have degrees, right? So that's going to be measured in cosine something in degrees. Okay. So that just tells you what everything is measured in. Now for our known and unknown values. So what do we know? What don't we know? I'll pause here for a second and put the notes I just gave you above in the chat. You can put it in your, now bear this in mind, if I put it in the chat, you have to go back and edit it because it's not always going to come out the correct way if it's put in the chat. So just don't copy and paste it. Make sure it's correctly set up the way I set it up on the screen. All right, so that's what you should have, right? Everybody should see that. Now I'm on the known and unknown part. So this is like me going into the kitchen and grabbing all the ingredients I need from the problem. So what's our first value? Well, we got to understand it's gravity escape system. So there's something else you need to know, and you probably don't. Is that gravity on Earth is measured at an acceleration of 9.81 meters per second. And it's going to be squared as an acceleration. So we're going to say 2 there, but it's raised to the power of 2. All right. Very important if you didn't know it. And it's called little g on Earth. So it's basically little g. All right. Now that's a number that if you don't know, don't worry about it. It's something that's measured. It's in most of the classroom textbooks, and it's just something you have to use for this problem. So we're gonna say G. I just gave you that value. Lowercase g is equivalent to 9.81 meters per second. And I just take it from here, squared, right? Okay, so what else does the problem give us? Well, it looks like it gave us the mass, which is this 4,966 kilograms. So let me grab that. So mass is equal to that. All right. Now we have mass, and you're looking like, well, where's mass go in this equation, right? There's one other thing you might have forgotten about that we got to type in here. I was trying to see who remembered, but probably nobody remembers. So let me tell you what it is. It's Newton's second law. And it basically states, so Newton's second law basically states, let me clean this up for you guys first because it's still got strike through on it. It should not. Turn that off. There we go. So that's Newton's second law. And it's basically force is equal to mass times acceleration, everybody. So let me write that in for you because we need to know how to calculate force in order to get this answer for total work. So there's a lot of steps. Let's try to get through it. There we go. And it's, again, force is equivalent to mass times the acceleration. Our force is measured in newtons. And yes, before you ask, I'll put this in the chat. It's measured in newtons. It's equivalent to the kilograms you have multiplied by what I just told you what gravity was. That's meters second. It's going to be squared. Okay, so what does that look like mathematically? Well, you just say F equals M times A. All right, I think we're ready to go with the rest of our values. Mr. Concepcion, are you still in class? Your screen is frozen and has been frozen for a long time. You got to share out real soon.
You just make sure you put all this in the chat.
Let's see which part. Let me get you the next set, right? So you're talking about, what did I put
From
there?
from gravity.
From gravity? Yeah, I thought so. Okay. So let me grab that. And I'm going to work on the known and unknowns for you guys. Take a moment and get that set up.
Hey, how do you copy and paste on this computer? Isn't it like Control V, Control C or something?
You hold Control and press C, and then when you're ready, you hold Control and press V.
All right.
Okay. All right. So again, if you copy and pasting, it's not going to look correct unless you edit it. What are our other values? So I said the mass, and this says a distance. That's lowercase d for our known values, right? So distance is equal to, it said it in the problem. Let's go back to it. 8.2 meters. It says it right here. Slides a distance of on a ramp going vertical. So put that here. 8.2 meters. Getting it straight from the problem, everybody. Next is, of course, what is the angle they gave you? Because we got to figure out the whack. It would work. And they say it's 59 degrees. So I'm going to show you how to write degrees correctly. And just copy and paste, you're not going to get all the points. You got to make sure it's edited the same way. So we said it's 59, and put an equal sign here and space it out, but you need the degree symbol. And that doesn't mean degrees. That means theta is equal to, that's the angle you have. And then for degrees, you hit insert. Come to special equation and characters like I showed you before. Make sure you're studying math and press degree or DE. That'll give you a degree symbol. All right. So there's our first set of notes. We're almost ready to solve the problem. So unknown is what? Well, first we said it's going to be with the question asking you, how much work? All right. So work.
Man, I don't know, man. Fuck this nigga's class. I'm finna fail it.
Whoa, watch your mouth. A little frustrated. It's okay. All right. So the next thing is we're going to get our work, right? Come over, and work is equivalent to question mark, something in joules. That's what I just mentioned earlier about work. Scroll up. These still joules. Next is how much force. That's F, which is equal to what? Some value in newtons. All right, so I'm gonna grab these values, and the next part is our strategy. I'll give you about a minute to catch up because we're getting close to the end of the problem, and then we still have to do share outs. Here you go. At least for share outs, have to have something started.
What you mean we got a minute to catch up?
2 minutes. Would that help? There you go. So I put the next set of notes in the chat for you. Our strategy will be, I just want to put this in here before I forget to say it, will be to first solve for the force. That's F and unknown values using newtons. Okay, so I'm just gonna hold here for a second till the bell rings. By the way, this is a review problem from last week, and if you find the problem, you can use the same steps to still get credit for it if you have not tried the problem. All right, so Mr. Concepcion, are you in class? It's the last time I can ask you to respond because your screen is frozen. Seems as if you're not here. Okay, I'll just follow up. All right,
Did you say
so
my me, Mr. Tyler?
no, I was talking about David. His screen is
Oh.
frozen. They got kids doing that stuff. All right, so now we want to put in our values to calculate force. So what is that? Well, we have the stuff above in the known value section, right? So it's now art. Take a look. Mass, that's why we did this. We set up our problem. Mass is equal to this part right here. Right, we're just going to grab that. You can copy it from here and put it here. That's where it goes. Right? And then acceleration, I told you, was gravity on Earth. So let's not forget that. Gravity is measured at 9.81 meters per second squared. So you can say G for gravity. Right? It's going to go in there, and that's going to be 9.81 meters per second squared. Remember, you have to raise it to the power of 2. If you copy and paste it from the chat and it doesn't look right, there are points that are shaved off. You don't get credit for copy and pasting work.
I just got to organize it, to be honest. That's it.
Yeah, you got to make sure you raise it to the power of 2 and just edit the same way. So let's do some crossing out because some things happen here. So when you put meters per second squared and kilograms together, you get a new value called newtons. So we can cross out this part now, because when they combine, that's what happens. They evaporate, and now you have only newtons. And the same thing goes for here. Cross out kilograms. So now,
Mr. Tyler, can you slow down?
I can't, dear, because you want the whole problem, right? You keep saying slow down, but you got to understand, you get 1 hour. You can only go so slow. So you can watch the video, and also I'm gonna put these notes in the chat, but you can go no slower than this, dear. We only got 12:57. I want you your full credit. So you need all
What you say, Mr. Tyler?
Oh, so you didn't hear what I said, huh?
No.
Okay. Well, then let's just finish the problem, dear. All right. So we're gonna keep going, and now we're gonna recalculate the final answer. So these two go away, and you can use MathPop, everybody, for this problem and the homework problem. And our answer is going to be what? Well, let's calculate it out, because we still got to calculate our work. That's why I said we got a lot to do. If we slow down, you guys are not going to get all the steps. Okay, so I can give you this link for MathPop real quick. Grab this. And I'll put this here. And you can use this, from my understanding, on a phone or a computer. It's best to use it on a computer. You click on that link, and it'll take you to this algebra calculator. So let's type it in. What is it going to be? It's going to be 4,966 multiplied by 9.81. All right. I hit enter, and it gives me this value for the amount of newtons. So that answer is 48,716.46 newtons. It's a big boat, so it needs a lot of force. Last part is going to be, let's see here, our work. Welcome back to class, David. I was about to eject you. All right, so work. Now calculate the total on the system. Right, so we use that equation we talked about a long time ago, and it's this one. We're at the last steps, everybody. We just got to put the values in and get it done. So let's put it in and knock it out. You're going to use this original equation that we discussed in the I do. And at this point, you have your force, you have your distance, and you have your angle. You calculate it out. And you can use MathPop to do it. So I want you to do that last part by using the tool I gave you in the chat. All right. So let's begin. When we put the values in, force we know is this number here that we just calculated. So we grab this. Parentheses, put that there, and close parentheses. And then distance was what? Well, if you go back to your known values, that was 8.2 meters. So I'm going to say replace this D here with distance. Lastly, what was our angle? Well, we said earlier that theta was this, 59 degrees. Okay, so we'll grab that, put it inside of the theta that we have here. All right, now when we combine newtons and meters, we end up with joules. That's just the standard procedure for it. So we're going to take this entire thing and rewrite it because it gets smaller. Some things combine and they're not there anymore. What are they? Remember I said joules and meters will combine to make newtons and meters will make joules. Let me cross this part out and cross this part out. Leaving on this side of the equation now just joules. We're at the very end, everybody, that you have to do steps on. So basically meters goes away, right? That's after that step, and newtons goes away. All right. Hope you all taking good notes because you have a quiz on this on Friday. Now, let's see here. Our final step is just putting it in MathPapa to get the answer at the finish line, believe it or not. Mark. And now what? Well, like I said, go to Math Papa and plug it all in. And I prefer you use this tool because it has the trig function. So what you type into Math Papa is this, and you have to find the final answer. Let's see who gets it for 20 points. So you type in there 48716 or 48,716.46 multiplied by 8.2 multiplied by, you type COS for cos, parentheses, then 59. Same thing I just got on the screen. All right, so let me put these notes in the chat for you so you guys can get updated, and just make sure you get the final answer. You're not done. You got to calculate this final answer. I gave you everything you needed though. You also have a homework problem where you're doing the same type of problem, same steps, but the numbers change. So you got to go in
Why
here
is we getting homework on the computer?
because CPS said that.
Mm.
Mm. All right, here you go. I don't control that. Y'all parents do. CPS said that. So your asynchronous problem down here is due by 8 p.m. with this problem. And all you do is just use these steps I showed you. Set up your known unknowns. You don't have to put the notes again because you have them. And give all the steps that you would do for this problem. All right. So let's see here. It is 102. The best I can give you guys is about 5 minutes to catch up. You tell me to scroll up or down, but you need to have it edit the same way. If you copy it over and it looks like it's thrown together, just like not doing it. All right. Because the chat won't put in there things that are crossed out and it just won't be edited right. So 5 minutes, and then we're going to do share outs, see who got how far. You just got to share your screen and show me what you got done. And when you share your screen, it's for participation points. It really saves a lot of scores. If you look up, say a week later, and your score was a 0, but it's just 50 there now, that was some of your in-class points that you earned. So it's up to you to share out to save your grade. So 4 minutes, we're going to share out, everybody.
Alright, I low key got everything on the thing, but I'm gonna just organize it real quick.
Okay, well, thank you, sir. Take time. Take this time to do that. Okay, so I just wanted to recap today's agenda. I was explaining it in the notes, and maybe you weren't aware, but I'm gonna have let's see here. Mr. Stevenson, can you read what's in the gray box that says agenda?
I can.
No, slow down, slow down.
You got it, Stevenson, or no?
Yeah, I'm good. Agenda today, calculate the amount of work with respect towards this and
Thank you, sir. 14 points. And who's that? Miss Franklin, I think, said something.
Yeah.
Can you read what's in the white box? It says classroom term.
Classroom term of the day is theta. Theta. Word of the day is renounce. What's the word? Renounce.
Renounce. And for additional 5 more points, Miss Franklin, the bottom gray box it says class.
Class will resume when the timer expires. Be preparing to share your screen out for in class. Share your screen out for in class points.
Thank you. So it's the time of you do where you share your screen. So let me go down the list if no one wants to volunteer. So Miss Richardson, what do you have so far? Let me turn on the screen share feature real quick. Can you share your screen?
Can I go last this time?
Or I'll come back to
Because
you.
I'm still.
I'll come back to you. Miss Jones, can you share your screen? See how much you have? Again, you should have about almost, if not all that I have, at least started on the document. You should have this much to share. And these are your in-class points, by the way. So you have to share, or some of your points are going to be lost. It shows that you were working during class. So Ms. Jones is not responding. David, what about you? Do you have anything to share? You got to share your screen, sir. You know how? Okay, he's shaking his head. No, I think you gotta go on Google Meet, everybody, and click on Present Now. So I'm gonna come back to him. Dominic, what about you? You have anything to share so far?
Like so far from like I'm still trying to organize. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's fine. Just you're not lying to me. Just need to see your screen so I can see how much you got in your document.
I don't know how to do that, to be honest.
You're in Google Meet on your computer, right?
Yeah.
So click on in the corner. It says Present Now. Do you see that?
No. This is more options. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta find it. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it's the button in the right-hand corner. It says Present Now.
You gotta get your blanket too. Oh, you gotta get your original.
I got it.
Nope. It says not really, to be honest. I don't really see it.
Okay, so it's gonna take some time that you get used to it, but keep working at it.
Oh my God, can I go?
Go ahead, Tamia.
Mr. Tyler, stop presenting.
Okay.
That's probably what it was.
Okay. Well, y'all can share multiple screens. So.
Yeah.
y'all wait until I'm done.
It now lets me.
Oh, okay. Well, that's my apologies. Okay, so you got a lot going on. Okay, you just got to clean it up and cross some things out. Looks like, but overall, pretty good. Okay, so you got her in class points, and that's pretty much all you guys had to have started. Who's next? You want to give it another try, Garcia?
Yeah, I'll try real quick.
So to me, you'd be able to leave in 3 minutes.
Hey, what do I press on? Do I press my entire screen or
Yes,
window?
sir. Your entire screen.
All right. I'm pressing on share. Let me show you.
You got to choose which screen you want to share, then you share again.
So what the fuck? It's still not presenting, right?
It might need a little time though. You did all the steps right.
It says share your entire screen. Chrome wants to share the context of your screen with Google Meet. Choose what you would like to
And
share.
so choose entire screen, and then another menu should pop up, right?
Yeah.
And you choose which screen you want me to see, and then hit share
It
again.
only shows one screen, which is all y'all. Man, I hate this computer, bro. Man, bro.
You
You
just
make
gotta
me
take
mad,
your
bro.
time with it. Don't get frustrated. Okay.
I'm glad this ain't mine.
So practice it throughout your classes, but don't sweat it.
Oh look, now let me share, bro. Bro, this is just making me mad, bro.
No, you are, dude. Like you getting frustrated for nothing. You got it.
All right, so
Okay, good work. Maybe you gotta calculate the final answer. Do you got the calculator from the chat?
well, yeah, wasn't it? Yeah, that was that one. Oh, hold on.
This math pop-up.
Yeah, it's still in the chat. Hold on.
Yeah, use that to calculate where that question mark is, and that's that number above it. Yep, there you go. And then type it in and get the final answer.
All
Okay,
right, so what about typing in?
you go to the calculator real quick, and you're gonna type in. You need a side-by-side screen. So you see that number there. Come back to your doc. You want to memorize it if you don't do it that way. And you see that number 4,000, no 47,000 and stuff.
Yeah, F equals 487.
So work is equal to 48,716.46 times 8.2. Come down to the last one.
Which is
You see where it says joules right before the end? Yeah, now come up one.
right here.
That, yeah, you got to calculate all that.
All right.
Okay. All right.
So
So
how do I put it in the calculator? I put it in the calculator just like this, or
you just type the numbers in. So if I share my screen, you should see what I'm doing.
all right. So look.
Okay, anybody else can be ready to share out if you want. Dominic, do you see what I have on my screen?
Yeah.
So that's what you put in your calculator.
So all that.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right. So who's next in sharing out their work? Because I got points for everybody else. It's 11:15. We're almost through a class, and this is for your in-class points, everybody. To me, you're good to go.
Bye.
Bye to you too. Stevenson, what about you? Richardson, still time to get these points. Garcia, you're good to go too, sir. You just finished it up by 8 p.m. Both problems. Stevenson left. Oh, goodness. Okay. David, what about you? You have anything? Franklin? Amir left. Richardson, did you get caught up?
I'm gonna keep working on it.
Okay.
All right.
So we got David, Ariana, and Sharon. David, do you know how to share your screen?
No.
You gotta show them what you got done. You say, yeah, you do. I'm not sharing right now, so it's up to you guys. And I see Richardson, you playing peekaboo.
I can put this side.
You can go after him? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, so why don't you go ahead and jump in there while he's getting that together? So I can at least put your points down. Richardson, you there? He's still working on it. There you go. All right, let's take a look. Yeah, open it up. Okay. Okay, well, you got a lot done. Where's scroll down a little bit. See the rest of your document. Okay, you've been keeping up. What about the rest? Oh, you're missing some steps. Okay, so you put the notes for both problems. I got you, but you got to get the rest of those steps.
Yeah, Miss Tell, I gotta go back and watch this video.
That's fine. That's fine. That's cool. And the chat transcripts for the notes will be available too in Ensby. All right, so you're free to go. You got your points. Who's next? Franklin, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Can you share your screen? Thank you.
Do you see it?
Yes, I do.
It ain't showing. It won't let me do nothing.
What do you mean? I see everything you're doing.
Oh, I can't see it. My bad.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you just got to finish up. Looks like, yeah, calculate the final answer and then use the same strategy to solve that homework problem. Okay.
Okay.
Turn it in by 8. See you later.
See you.
Mr. Concepcion, are you ready to share? Have you figured out how to share your screen? I have to try to get you your in-class points, but you got to show what you've done so far. And we're at the end of class. It's 1:19.
Let me share my screen.
Okay. There you go, David. You got it. You got a lot done, dude. Okay. You just got to clean it up, man. All right. You make sure you turn it in so you can get credit for it, okay? All right. You got till 8 p.m. You get ready for your next class.
All right.